95 WIIL Rock Daily Rewind.
And the 151st Kentucky Derby will take place tomorrow at Churchill Downs, with journalism entering as the 3-1 morning line favorite. Journalism, P.S., has won. He's on a 4-race winning streak.
Which is impressive.
That's very impressive.
A horse
I do know
winning
that.
2 or 3 races is impressive, but 4 in a row is...
That's why I don't think that he's going to win a 5th.
Don't bet against journalism. You should probably box him or do a part wheel or key him.
Trifecta? Is that a something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could trifecta box him.
Okay. Which means he could come in any order?
Well, you got to pick 3 horses at least.
Yes.
You can pick 4 for a trifecta box. And then they just got to come in the top 3 positions in any order.
Okay.
If it's a box, now a trifecta 3-horse box is going to be, I think, $6. So find the 3 horses that you think are going to finish first.
And box them.
And it'll be a $1 bet, so it'll pay half of the whatever, but box them. And if they come in any order, those 3 up front, you win half of whatever the trifecta payout is.
Okay.
I know way too much of this.
About
my
horse
dad.
racing.
No, well, my dad loved going to the dog races.
Okay.
But I used to. I like it when I lived in New York. I would hang out in the summer in Saratoga, Arlington, here. Horse racing's fun.
What was that place that they used to have in? Was it in Kenosha?
Well, that was the dog track.
That's the dog
Dairyland Graham
track.
Park. Yeah.
What happened to
my
that?
Dad. The dog tracks. I think there were 4 in Wisconsin, 4 or 5, and they all closed.
Oh, that was so fun.
I loved going to that, but not enough people went. So. They tried to get a little casino gaming in there and keep the dogs going, but
couldn't make it.
Well, Scott Walker wanted to be president, and so they didn't even build a casino there.
Damn.
Gambling bad.
Damn.
I wish to be president. Gambling bad. And so that's not there.
All right. Well, now I know.
But I don't. They're not bringing the dog tracks. But there's still dog tracks. So I think
not as close.
Just a few places like Florida.
It was so fun.
Yeah. Unless you were the dog. I
Yeah.
guess it was chase that lure. The dogs was once in a while catch the lure. The lures were originally, they looked like little rabbits, but then they thought, oh, that's cruel. They're chasing down a mechanical rabbit. Who that's cruel to, I don't know. I guess just the concept. So they turned it into a bone, and the guy would manually control that bone. And one time it got into the fog, and the guy didn't realize, because you got to keep the bone right in front of the dogs.
Yeah.
It gets too far away. Dogs are stupid. They'll be like, "Where'd that? What was I chasing? Hey, I think I'll lick my balls instead." And then the race is over, and there's just dogs out on a field licking their own testicles. So the one time the bone that goes into the fog, and the guy can't see it, so the dogs would. Once in a great while, the dogs would catch the lure, which is bad.
Yeah,
it's
that's
fun.
good.
Dog racing, there was skill to it, not as much as horse racing, like picking the winners. Because dog racing, like if horse racing was like dog racing, it would be way more popular. In a dog race, they get to that first turn, and there's just collisions, and they're tumbling and spinning, and they're all falling all over one another. They are. Watch the first turn of a dog race is where the rubber hits the road. Think of horse races were like that. Like in the first turn, they're checking up to see where they're jump. Dogs once in a while will check up. They'll jump up to see if they can see over the dogs in front of them to see the lure. And think if horses did a little check to see where's the lead horse. I'm just going to jump up here now with my jockey on his back. Or if they get to the first turn, watch the first turn of a dog race, and then think if that were horses with jockeys.
Yeah.
Man, I'd pay to see that every week. I mean, 4 or 5 jockeys are going to die every day, but they knew what they were signing up for.
Man.
Yeah, so that's why they don't let horses and dogs race together, I guess is the answer to that.
95 WIIL Rock Daily Rewind.
What do I have for you? Have you ever been to Turkey?
No, I've not been to Turkey.
It's on my list now of places I want to go visit after this story.
All right.
You're going to want to go to Turkey, Dog.
Stay in the tourist areas.
Well, I don't know where Lice is, but that's where I'm going.
Lice, Turkey?
Yeah.
All right. I don't know why we don't get any tourists here. I put what poster says, come get Lice. Lice is waiting for you. I put a map. Nobody comes. We put out a spread of fine Turkish delicacies, and we put combs on the table and said, hey, come get lice. This is the best lice. The best of lice. No tourists come.
This is going to get them some tourists.
It's okay because our next campaign is for our neighboring village, gonorrhea. I'm going to be, who wants gonorrhea? And then people will come, right? Do these words mean different in America? I don't know.
Oh.
You could get lice or gonorrhea. Come visit
Come
Turkey.
visit Turkey.
Yes.
Enjoy lice and a little bit of marijuana. So a Turkish town was left dazed and nauseated after officials burned 20 tons of cannabis.
Wow.
That they had seized. I don't know if it was all. That's a lot.
How much?
20 tons.
20 tons.
20 tons.
A car weighs less than a ton in general now. So imagine like 25 cars worth of marijuana.
Right. That is some thick, sticky icky. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, some big sticky. I don't know what you mean. I'm not good with my marijuana terms. But is sticky icky good?
Sticky icky is good.
Yeah,
it's sticky. Oh man.
I was gonna go to lice, but then I got high.
Well, yeah, the disposal conducted by the Lice District Command involved burning the cannabis in an open area near residential neighborhoods.
Happiest neighborhood in all of Turkey.
25,000 residents for days.
Smart kid went door to door selling Doritos.
Yeah.
Hey, would you like some Doritos? 500 drachma.
Or whatever they use in Turkey. Yeah. All right. How else are they going to get rid of it but incinerate it, right?
Yeah,
and
but
all the people of Turkey stand around in a circle holding hands, singing the Turkish version of Kumbaya.
Kumbaya. Burn the bad drugs. We will sing.
Now we will go get some tacos.
What do they do with all of the weed?
Burn it. They
burn
incinerate
it. But you think they would
do that here too? These are the happy cops.
But they burn it out in the open?
In an incinerator.
Yeah.
That's why when you go by the police station, there's a guy with his head in the incinerator. Just making sure it's burning in there. I learned this from my Turkish cousin.
Well, apparently Lice doesn't have an incinerator. They just burn it at the bonfire, the local bonfire.
Cabin Fever Getaway 2026.
Lice.
We're all getting lice.
95 will rock. Daily Rewind.